You may remember way back on podcast 65, we discussed having our own festival and calling it Cans in a Field. Well, we've something to announce, John boy.
Yes, we do. Hold on to your butts. Because...
Can't believe we're doing this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our own one-day festival. Oh,
shit!
What? Get down! Get down! Jimmy, cover the back wall!
Now, it's not called Cans in a Field.
Because...
You can't have cans in a field in the current rule book on these festivals. So it's called Pints in a Field. Pints in a Field. To Johnnies Podcast, Pints in a Field.
It writes itself. Come on.
It does absolutely write itself, right?
Who's the headline act, John?
I can tell you, lad. Headline act is us.
Yeah.
It's us. So it's all the usual podcast stuff that comes with it, with our podcast shows.
Yeah.
All the usual madness. We can now reveal Noel Furlong will be there.
Bang.
Paddy Fong will be there.
Apparently.
If he's
booked.
around.
He's booked.
He's booked, but you know him. He's never around. And do you want...
one of our support acts.
One of our support acts, an absolute legend of the pod. We had to get it. After all the correspondence and everything, it was inevitable.
It had to be.
It was so funny.
It must be.
I seen the emails for the negotiations. He drives a hard bargain, but we have got him. He'll be at Pints in a Field. Basshunter. Fucking Basshunter. Now you're... I don't care. I'm going out into the crowd for that one.
No, my plan...
I'm going out into the crowd for that, lad.
My plan is to... I'm going to try shift Basshunter on stage.
You would as well.
He doesn't
see how much
have
vodka he wants.
Well, I've got to shoot
see
my
how
shot.
much vodka is on his rider.
How much?
A fucking lot, lad.
He's only one man.
But he's probably got an incredible tolerance built up. Listen, we know, we've read all the correspondence that was sent in about Basshunter.
We know what we're getting into.
This could be wild, man. He'll definitely want a bigger dress room than us as well. Two of us be changing in a wardrobe. So, yeah.
Basshunter will be playing a set before we go on stage.
Do you want to know who else?
Who, John?
Because we said, right, in Cans in the Field, on Podcast 65, we wanted a throwback stage.
Yeah.
And some of the throwback acts just not available.
Yes.
Peter Andre won't come over.
Some of them don't exist anymore.
Yeah, Peter Andre don't want to come over. Fat Man Scoop, still waiting to hear back from him. But we have got Bewitched.
Bewitched,
yes. All of them.
Adele, Lindsay, Kiwi, Sinead, back together. We're
putting them on the stage.
We've asked them to wear double denim. That's totally up to them.
Yeah. That's the request we've put in.
We've asked.
So let me tell you more about Pints in the Field, right?
Tell me more, John.
Where's it taking place? It is taking place in the stadium, Musgrave Park in Cork.
Yes.
We are doing a stadium. This little podcast that started in Johnny B's side room is now doing a stadium.
Well, after doing like the biggest indoor venue in Ireland.
Now we're taking it to stadiums,
lad. Outdoor, lad.
If this doesn't work out, you'll never hear from us again.
What date is it, John?
Because we'll be broke. It is Saturday. It's a Saturday, right?
Has to be a Saturday.
The 24th of June.
Good date.
2023. Saturday, 24th of June, Musgrave Park, Cork. The Two Johnnies Podcast, Pints in a Field.
The last Saturday in June. That's a good date.
That is a good date.
It's a good date.
And look, we were talking to God and he said the weather's going to be savage.
Yeah. That was handy of him.
He said he won't rain on our parade. So there you go. And we have more acts to be announced. But you see, this is it. The idea behind this is we want you as the listener, you can suggest stuff.
Yeah,
like if you say to us, here's an email for fucking
50 cent.
50 cent. We'll mail them.
Yeah, there's definitely one more support slot there. So your suggestions, at least like one more act.
There's one or two, but there's also a little couple of gaps for some special guests. There's some gaps for some madness.
I want to do a couple things in the crowd.
I think we should discuss this now. Yeah.
Okay. I wonder.
Sorry.
What?
Before we do,
what?
I should just tell people about tickets.
Yeah, okay.
Because I totally forgot that. I mean, if people can't get tickets, this is going to be a fairly shit event.
Go on, get it out of the way.
Tickets for our patrons.
Yes.
Everyone who signed up to the Patreon, they're getting early access. They're getting first access to the tickets.
Wednesday.
On Wednesday, the 19th of October at 9 o'clock, the Patreon pre-sale will go on sale. And then general tickets going on sale this Friday, the 21st of October, 9 a.m. on Ticketmaster.ie. Tickets are the same price as Tree Arena, starting from $49.90.
Boom.
There you go. Now, we've all that out of the way. Let's plan what the fuck we're going to do, because it is a stadium and I am a bit worried.
So when you come in the door, there's going to be a virtual reality area. So you put on the goggles.
Lad.
John, stay with me. It's the Paddy Fong Astra experience.
I like it.
So you put on the goggles, and then the VR goggles, you're standing on the side of a boreen, right?
Right.
And then nothing happens for 3 hours.
Okay.
He doesn't turn up.
Brilliant.
And then there's a lad there spraying you with a hose to simulate the rain. And then the following Wednesday, you get a voice note to your phone saying that he wasn't around. He couldn't pick you up.
Yeah.
That's the Paddy Fong
Now,
experience.
the problem is, the way you're saying all these things is there's going to be.
Well, I'm working on it.
Yeah, but
I definitely can't confirm that.
Yeah. So anything that we discuss
I
here,
just thought of that.
Just bear in mind, we're just spitballing here. These are just ideas. We're going to see if we can make these happen. To be fair, that could be done.
That could be,
like 42-inch television there, and you just stare at that, and some lad like over you with a watering can.
I was thinking I'm going to ask Noel to do a meet and greet where you pay €11.
Why 11?
Well, Noel punches you in the kidney, and then a tenner goes to the club, and then there's one for luck.
Just one for luck, one for the road.
Yeah, so it's €11 a go.
That could work.
What I really would love to have is I want a stove on the pitch.
There's no way that'll fly.
But we could call it an art installation. So over by the sideline,
yeah,
we put in a stove, and then there's 7 owl lads, like proper owls, and they all have big overcoats on them, and flat caps, and they're all staring into the stove.
Nice.
And then every half hour, one of them gets up and he throws another sod of turf on into the stove.
Okay.
And they keep their back to the stage. They don't even look up once. Every now and then they'll be like, "Bah."
Okay, right, yeah.
And we can call it like an art installation, and it's like the Owlad area. So if you need a break, there'll be a couple of stools, little pub stools, or maybe a block of timber there, and you can go over and sit beside them, and they might turn and be like, well, young fella.
Yeah, it's still in the air. A lot of health and safety on fires. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to start rounding up Owlads now.
Yeah.
I think if I just collect them.
Just let them live in your house till then.
Yeah, I'll gather them up one a month.
Yeah.
And I should have 7 collected by next June.
Yeah.
Trained them.
Have you got any more ideas, like, as in, any like top line ideas? Not like...
Yeah, I've got one.
No.
So when you come in the door...
Something that actually might work.
I want a hurling target area.
You know what they're like with balls, man.
£5 a go. 50 cent goes to the club.
That actually could work.
Club fundraiser.
No, but there is a man who already does that.
Yeah, but he does it out in the street for cash. We're going to bring it into the stadium.
Okay.
Several bouncing castles all along one end of the pitch.
It's taking up a lot of space. So in order for you to have all your bounce castles and the hurling target in place, that would mean there'd be around 28 people at the gig.
But what a time they'd have. Just a couple of thoughts. What are you thinking?
So I'm like, straight away I'm coming at it from a food perspective.
Okay.
You know, normally at these gigs you'll have, like, they'll be selling your pints or whatever, and then there'll probably be a burger van there. There might be a wood-fired pizza. I want us to have our own stall.
Yeah.
2 Johnnies Chicken Shack.
We'll probably be too busy doing the gig.
We're not going to serve in it.
Right.
We're going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Where fancy chefs
curate
do stuff. Curate. That's the fuck. It was up there. It was in the head somewhere, lad. I just couldn't get it out. We curate the menu.
Right.
All we do, chicken rolls or goujons. You've got nothing else. You're not getting nothing else. No wedges, no salad, chicken rolls and goujons. Hardcore chicken I'm going for, right?
It's like out the back of a pub if they have a can bar.
Yeah.
A goujon bar.
Problem is, we don't own a chicken truck. We don't own a food truck. But right,
I knew not having our own chicken truck come back to haunt us.
But this is where the listeners really come on board for this festival.
What?
Someone out there owns a food truck, right? Maybe they do, like, you know, they make something else. But for that weekend, you give us your truck, right? And you run the truck. Like, we'll have a meeting with you.
We'll brand it.
We get it all wrapped up, nice big fuck off sign saying 2 Johnnies Chicken Shack or
Goujon's throw 'em out kit.
Yeah, Goujon's throw 'em out kit. That's what we'll call it. And then we'll give you inside access. We'll let you in to the stadium. Right? Normally that's all closed off. You can't get in. No. Like, you can't just walk up with your food truck and be like, let me into the stadium. I want to sell a few Goujons.
We get a little tractor with no cab on it, an old major.
An old Nuffield.
And he can constantly be doing like a figure of 8 on the pitch while the gig is going on. So there's no queue. You have to keep following. You have to walk around after it.
Do you know what I want?
What?
Do you know what I want? Like in America. You know, the lads going around selling the cans with the shit on them. You know, they have like the big... Someone going around just selling Goujons.
Yep.
Walking around through the crowd with a big flag going up saying, like, get your Goujons here.
Throw them out.
Yeah, and people ask for the goujons by saying, throw them out to this kid.
Yeah, reasonably priced goujons.
Right, I like that.
Right,
okay, I think if anybody wants to get in touch, email podcast@Johnnies.ie if you have a food truck and you think you can pull this off for us.
What about my dog Goujon? Surely he should come be a special guest.
He won't get into your car though. So how do we get into Cork? He's too lazy to get into the backseat of your car.
We'll get him a limo.
But will he get into a limo?
We'll lift him in. We'll hire him some close personal security.
That actually mightn't be bad. We could bring him out as a special guest.
He's pretty chilled.
He's cheap.
Yeah, he do for nothing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to write. Neil, are you writing this down?
I am.
Fucking better be.
Yeah. He ate a bowl of turnips yesterday. Like he's
mad.
He's easily bought.
I've got an idea.
Go.
Think this could work.
I bet it's going to work. I don't even know what it is yet.
Obviously, I've already insisted that we have a big ramp that runs down the middle of the ground. So we'll have 2 stages.
Yeah.
A little small one with and then you can get on the ramp and run up to the main stage.
Yeah.
Like Gareth Brooks.
Yeah.
It's actually a complete rip off of Gareth Brooks, but it doesn't matter. That's wrote down. So we're getting that.
The B stage.
Yeah. Can we confirm that?
Yeah, and that's not just named after me. It's like that's what they call them in the business.
I like it. The Johnny B stage.
The B stage. Yeah.
We'll call it the Johnny B stage.
Yeah, I'll go on there.
Right. So I'm thinking back 200 and almost 50 now. 244 episodes. Right. When we're announcing this. What was a big part of the podcast? Samba soccer.
Yep.
Let's get Ronaldo. The OG, the Brazilian Ronaldo.
Brazilian Ronaldo.
He loves to crack.
Yeah, we can't afford Portuguese Ronaldo.
No, he is way too expensive. I don't think he'd be into he's got a 6-pack, and so I want to get Ronaldo. He's a bit of crack. We get him out. He does a bit of samba dancing, and then we dress him in Breadman, who gave us the Samba soccer tracksuit. Dress him in his tracksuit, and he just for 5 minutes he does freestyle, cool tricks and shit.
Yeah.
Can we try and get that?
We need a game.
Anyone got a contact number for
him versus Ronaldo, or him versus Basshunter?
Yeah. Ooh, in what you don't want to play the game Basshunter wants to play. A lot of people getting thrush.
They take
or some form of not thrush. That's harsh. You're getting glandular fever.
They take penalties on each other.
Something. Yeah, that might work.
Basshunter and Ronaldo.
We put Neil in goal.
Yeah.
Right, and he's got these ridiculous gloves that are too big.
Giant hands, like the
Foo
Fighters
fingers or something.
Big Foo Fighter videos. Yeah. You remember that Everlong video with the giant hands?
Yeah, and then Ronaldo fucking bangs ball at Neil. No. That's too easy. We put Neil on a rotating wheel.
Right.
And he's spinning around, and Ronaldo just kicks balls at him.
Yeah.
You good for that, Neil?
Yeah, sure. If it's Ronaldo,
there you go, Ronaldo. So I'm going to work on Ronaldo. I'll work on Ronaldo. Obviously,
also, you have to get his fringe.
Yeah, you got to
the
get
2002 World Cup.
Yeah, you got to get that haircut.
I'm going to pass on that one.
Don't disrespect Ronaldo, man.
Yeah, he made it work.
So,
Maury, you have to get it too. Sorry.
Right, I'm going to work on getting Ronaldo. Right, and so we're taking this down, and we will update you every week. We'll have a little segment in the podcast now for the next few weeks.
If we don't get Ronaldo, can we get Dennis Irwin? John O'Shea, he might do it.
John O'Shea, yeah.
Roy Keane wouldn't. He'd never do it. It is in Cork though.
Yeah,
he'd never do it.
Okay, let's work on getting someone
like that.
Could get maybe Shea Given.
Yeah, he was great crack.
Right, I'm going to work on that. Right, and then we'll have a little segment in the podcast where we'll update everyone each week. Listeners, get your ones into as well. I've got one last one.
Go on.
So, I'm always on about I'd love to train to be a boxer.
Yeah.
What better, right? Tyson Fury, he fights in Wembley.
Yeah.
Johnny Smack's first fight, Musgrave Park, in a stadium.
Okay, I'm with you.
So on the B stage, right down the middle of it.
In between Bewitched and Basshunter.
Yeah.
While they're changing over the gear.
Yeah. On the B stage, boxing ring appears. And
you and Jimmy Buckley finally bury the hatchet.
After all these years.
It's
a grudge match people want. Look, if Jimmy's not up for it, I'm willing to fight some sort of a contender.
If Jimmy's not up for it, you're just going to keep calling him out until he breaks.
Yeah, so I'll take someone on two 2-minute rounds.
Headgear?
That's all. Headgear.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I'd have to have headgear because I have to do the gig afterwards.
You don't want to mess up your hair. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't want to get the shit kicked out of me, and then
you don't think you could beat Jimmy Buckley?
He definitely land on me.
Yeah, he's got that.
He's done that country scene, lad. He's frisked money off people. He goes up at the end of the night and your man's like, "Oh, Jimmy, the crowd wasn't that big." And then Jimmy just unleashes.
Roundhouses.
So
I bet Jimmy Buckley could kick an apple off the top of your head. while standing. I bet he can do a Superman punch.
We could also do that. So I think we could potentially, we have the potential here. People can suggest opponents, because like I want to get Jimmy like to do a song or something, which I think would be more down his alley than the scrap. But I'm willing.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I'm willing to jump in the ring.
Right.
First ever fight in Musgrave Park.
Okay.
Just pitching out there. It's an idea. It's a top line idea.
Do you want to get some expert advice?
Yeah, you see, we need expert advice because this is pie in the sky.